buy a ticket to walk on the top. I mean the top. You can walk across the very, very top of the bridge to the other side. But many people do it every day. So I got to tell you, I really love Sydney. I just found my way to the Botanical Gardens. Found this nice little spot underneath this beautiful tree overlooking the harbor. You can see the bridge right there. Right behind me over there, you can see the Sydney Opera House. This city has everything you could imagine or hope for in a little short vacation. The weather here is perfect, about 72 degrees, sunny with a little bit of a cloud, which is perfect to keep out the sun. I really like it here. Last night I enjoyed Darling Harbour. Walking around, enjoying all the nightlife, all the lights, super friendly people, good food. Actually, there's nothing I can say negative about Sydney. I mean, I had nothing but extraordinary experience here. It exceeded my expectations. So make Sydney on your bucket list. And this has been really fun. So thanks for hanging out with me today.
Good afternoon, customers arriving on platform 22 and 23. Any customers for the city circle? Any travelers?
So from Central Station, it took me about 10 minutes to walk to my hotel, which was right in Ultimo and the Chinatown district. Really cool, hip neighborhood, you know, super clean, super friendly, super safe, really close to the light rail, which took me to all the activity down that you'll learn more about in this video, but also really close to Darling Harbour. I'm talking like less than 8 minutes to Darling Harbour. So this is a cool, hip neighborhood if you want to stay here. I loved it. So this is actually my walk from my hotel to Darling Harbour. We're going to go catch the fireworks tonight, so stay with me. So Darling Harbour is definitely a must visit when you're in Sydney. So be sure to spend some time to walk around this harbor. It's really awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this little small sample of what Darling Harbour will bring you on a Saturday night. A lot of fun, exciting. Okay, so next day, wake up in the morning and find your way to Circular Quay. And you can take a e-bike if you want, but let me tell you, the light rail here is so user-friendly. So find your way to Circular Quay. It is really, really exciting down there.
The next stop is Circular Quay. This Circular Quay. This service terminates at Circular Quay.
So once you get to Circular Quay, you can go right towards the Sydney Opera House and the Botanical Gardens, or you can go left towards the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the ship pier. I recommend you choose one way or the other and do it all. Make a full day of it. Really, there's so much to do and explore around here. So I chose to go right first and check out the Sydney Opera House and then make my way around to the Sydney Botanical Gardens. And I really had an amazing day. So I love Sydney. Really, I'm actually impressed, way beyond my expectations. It's a great city. I just found my way to the Botanical Gardens, which overlooks this amazing bridge. Also the Sydney Opera House. The weather is perfect, you know, like 72 degrees, a little cloudy, which keeps the sun away from me a bit. This is a great city. Last night I had a really good time exploring the Darling Harbour, which, you know, full of nightlife, fireworks, super clean, by the way. Everything here really clean. Everyone here very, very friendly. It is a really great place. If this is not on your bucket list yet, I would encourage you to put a check mark on Sydney, because it has everything you'd ever want. It's a great place. I'm only here 4 or 5 days. I can tell you I'll be back for sure. In fact, I might book a much longer trip combined with a really long excursion to New Zealand. But I head out of here on Wednesday. I hop on a cruise and I'm going to go to New Zealand. From New Zealand, I'm going to head to Tahiti, and then a little stop in Hawaii, and then finally I'll end my my trip in. I'll stop in Vancouver then, and then Seattle. And then from there, I'm going to go down to see my son in Phoenix, Arizona. And then from there over to the eastern United States, and maybe even back to where I used to have a condo in Montreal. So, but boy, I tell you, I'm loving Sydney. So if you get a chance to come to Sydney, make it happen. So you can't see it from here, but the bridge behind the Opera House, you can buy a ticket to walk on the top. I mean, the top. I'll show you a close-up of the people actually doing it. Daredevils. You can walk across the very, very top of the bridge to the other side. It does take someone with a little bit of guts to do that, but many people do it every day. So they must have it all roped off up there. But take a look at my photo. So if you're an adrenaline junkie looking for a super fast speedboat ride that'll definitely take your breath away, you might want to test your nerves on this boat. But instead, we're going to ride the Manly Ferry over to Manly Beach, very famous for surfing. Stay with me, you're going to enjoy this. So this area had a really super cool vibe, loads of cafes and bars and places to hang out right on the beach and everything you might expect in like a little beach town, but it's right in the middle of Sydney. So this was really cool. Definitely make your way to Manly Beach or Bondi Beach, but definitely make your way to one or both of these places. So we're gonna walk by the ship pier and then we're gonna walk through some markets, and there's always tons of markets in and around this area. And then we're gonna walk over towards the Sydney Harbour Bridge. We're gonna climb some stairs there, and we're gonna walk over the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the walkway area so you can get the vantage point of Sydney Harbour as the sun is setting, looking down over the Sydney Opera House. Really a must-do thing while you're in Sydney. So Sydney is filled with absolutely amazing architecture and little pubs and cafes and shops. And the best way to experience that is to walk George Street. I walked it all the way from Circular Quay all the way back to Haymarket, Chinatown. And I'll tell you, it was an amazing, beautiful walk. Here's some of the architecturally beautiful buildings you'll see along the way. Okay, so when you get that rainy day, be sure to head over to the Sydney Aquarium and the Wildlife building. It's right on Darling Harbour, and I'm going to be honest with you, I had a great day here. So you don't have to be a really young kid to enjoy this. I'm loving Sydney. So if you get a chance to come to Sydney, make it happen.